So for people who don't know, when you're a child and you play, this is so messed up. When you're a child and you play football, in order to level the playing field, if you weigh a certain amount, they make you stand on a scale at the beginning of the season. I think they do it like every few weeks. Like
Yeah,
like Biggest Loser, you stand on a scale,
yeah,
and if you weigh a certain amount at a certain age, you get a piece of tape put on your helmet, and they
yeah.
call it a stripe. The rule is if you are a striper and you pick up the ball is dead immediately. That because
Hmm.
it would I think the thinking is it would be unfair for very large kids to pick up or to be like a running back or to ever touch the ball because other kids it's whatever. I remember there was a kid that we played with who because there wasn't just a stripe there wasn't just a striper limit, right? Where like if you weigh over this many pounds you become a striper. There was also a league wide weight limit. So if you are over a certain poundage, you can't play that year. They don't allow you to play because they think it's going to be
Yeah.
dangerous for other kids. We played with this kid. I'm not going to say his name, but we played with this kid and we were at the preseason or whatever weigh in, and he was like 4 or 5 pounds over. And
Yeah.
he was a big boy. It's a large number that you have to hit for that age range. And I distinctly remember it was in the middle of summer that we were doing weigh-ins. He had to go outside, and we were doing weigh-ins at a high school. He had to go outside and he had to run he had to run laps until he lost 4 pounds, which is a
Dude, you're
horrible
missing
thing to
like
do to a
you're
kid.
missing a big key in this thing. It was
What am
like
I missing?
100 degrees out.
Oh,
So first off, like how old were we? Like normal, like
young.
okay, like being heavy at that age was like 190. Like that's a lineman. Like you're big at 190, I think. And he was around 230,
He was
and like
huge.
the cutoff was like 225 or something like that.
Yeah.
And we put what boxers use, like you cutting, like fighters, the trash bag method. So he trash bagged
Mhm.
it. You remember that? You tie it,
Yes.
so it was all water weight. He just lost 5 pounds
Around
of
the
water weight. And funny story,
and
I
he did
saw
it.
that happen, and he did it. And I was like 2 pounds off from getting my stripe removed so I could run the ball that year. Never had it. Well, I grabbed the trash bag and ran around twice, and I got my stripe removed that year. I remember that.
Yeah.
That was so cool. Yeah,
Dude,
that
that's
was
talk about like the most ethereal feeling in the world, being a striper and then
yeah. You just
forgetting that you
had
have
to play.
a stripe on your head. And then there's like a fumble and you pick it up and you're like sprinting for your life, hoping that ref doesn't remember that you have and you can just make it to the end
Yeah,
zone. It's it's like the
dude.
most amazing feeling that they just strip away from me because it's like you're too big. You're not allowed to touch the
That's a
ball.
lineman's
But
dream too. A lineman's dream is to we always fantasize the way of on the defense of like jumping up and tipping a pass or catching it and running down, or like picking up the ball and running for a touchdown and trucking someone. Like, dude, like we all have that thought in our head of like this is gonna happen. Never did,
yep.
but
Nope.
yeah,
Nope, it didn't.
I mean,
But
a lineman's dream.
yeah, it is. Man, Titans football. What those were the
I thought
days.
I thought you were about to say the dude's name. I was like, that's so foul.
Nope, I'm not gonna burn that kid.
I was like,
Good for him.
after like we have character.